separate countries. Not happy? Not happy, but quiet. I want the Arabs out. How will they go? They'll go on naked buses. How will they? What is this? Some technical question you're asking me? Technical question? Who will take them? They will go to South Lebanon, which we control, and Jordan, which we will seize the bridges, send them over, and then give them back the bridges. We're talking about our survival, of people who want to exterminate us. And Jews sit and say, but it isn't moral. It isn't moral? It isn't moral? It's not moral to take people who for 70 years have tried to wipe us out and throw them out? That's not moral. The immorality is that every single Arab who was not thrown out and who murdered a Jew, that's what is not moral about it. And every Jew who sat for all these years and said Kahane is a racist, it isn't right to throw them out, and he kept the Arabs in, and the Arabs murdered a Jew, the blood of that Jew is on that Jew's head. Morality. That is what the Talmud says. If one comes to slay you, slay him first. That's what the Talmud says, not Kahane. If you're not happy, you can burn your local Talmud. But before people like Axelrod and such types, ignoramuses of the worst sorts, babble about Jewish concepts. He would know a Jewish concept if he tripped over one. His greatest blessing is that the students at Brandeis know less than he does. That's Jewish concepts. I'd love to debate one or any rabbi in Boston just on Jewish concepts. Just on Jewish concepts. What will the world say? But what will the world say? What will the world say? What will the world say? First of all, let's get terms straight. I like to define terms. The world. Singapore, Hong Kong, Ecuador, right? Colombia. You don't mean the world, you mean America, right? In 8 seconds, I've now shrunk the world for you. What will America say? People sit there, but the Americans, Jews sit watching TV and say, but what are the Americans thinking about Israel? The average American doesn't give a damn about Jews, Arabs, or anything else. He cares about whether Larry Bird is going to, come back fully healthy, who's win the World Series, and so on. What do America say? But the Jew sits in his incredible fears, a victim of the fact that he is a Golas Jew. He is a product of Golas exile, and he sits and what will they say? Who cares what they say? Who cares what they say? The Bulgarians threw out 150,000 Turks in 2 weeks. What did the world say? Because the Bulgarians are normal. First of all, what in the world makes you think America will say anything? Is there anyone who thinks that America backs Israel because Israel is nice? If you think so, you had better go and take your poli-sci 1.1111111 course over again. Countries don't back countries because they're nice. Countries back countries out of self-interest. That is the name of the game. There are no allies, only interests. America backs Israel out of interest. And we go and say, thank you, Massa, like some plantation darky. When I was in the Knesset, so Bush visited Israel. At that time was the vice president, and he sat in the gallery there, the VIP gallery, and Peres at that time was the prime minister, and he welcomed me. I tell you, it was a speech that would have gone over well in Minsk. We thank you, thank you. What are you thanking him for? We're partners here. He gives us money, we give him the Haifa Naval Base free for the Sixth Fleet to use anytime that it wishes to. What would that cost him in the Philippines, and in Portugal, and in Greece, and in Spain? The U.S. Armed Forces have used the Negev for years now to store hundreds of millions of dollars worth of arms in case of war there. Where else could they do that? Where? Egypt? It'd be stolen in 3 days. We're partners. We're partners. We give and we get, and they give and they get. And you speak like a partner and not like some slobbering slave. Furthermore, I don't want U.S. economic aid. It doesn't help Israel. It destroys us. We're a junkie. We get our annual fix every single year. It doesn't help us. Israel isn't a country, it's a shul. Also with a pushka, a charity box, collecting money from UJA, Bonds, America, Germany. You don't build a country through charity, through a pushka. You have economic self-sufficiency. You stand on your own feet. What Israel has to do is bring in free enterprise, capitalism, private capital, dismantle the bureaucrats, dismantle the Histadrut. That's what Israel needs. There are wealthy Jews who would gladly put in their money into Israel if you go to Singapore, they welcome you. Come on in, just invest. If you go to Israel, you go through the 7 circles of Jewish hell. Unbelievable. Let him come in, build a factory for us, give jobs, export, hard currency. Don't tax them. Let them make money. In fact, cut taxes inside Israel. Let people breathe. Let them make a living. And if you do that, within a year, 100,000 people who left Israel will go back to Israel. I know Israelis who over there didn't work. Never worked. They came here, they worked 15 hours a day. Why? Because they can make profits here, they can make money here, they can get ahead. Let them live, let them make money. In Israel today, you want to open a store? Over here, you want to open a store, you find a store, you open a store, come on. Over there, it is an adventure. You need a permit, Rishayon, the Yeshua to get the Rishayon, the Rishon to get the Yeshua to get the Rishayon, and all the while you're paying taxes before you even open the store. There is a process here. It's not an accident. The government knows that political power is built on economic power. And if they lose economic power, they'll lose eventually political power. A free society is free. Is free, and that's not good for people who want power. Throw out the Arabs. I wish them well. I really do wish them well. I don't hate Arabs. I love Jews, which is not easy. You don't give up land. Who gives up land? The problem with Abba Ibn is that he isn't a farmer from Kansas. A farmer from Kansas wakes up at 4 a.m., finds someone on his field. What does he do? Multiple choice. Does he walk out and say, "Good morning, sir. I realize this is my field, but you take half and I'll take it." Or does he walk out with his shotgun and say, "Fella, you have about 3 seconds to get out of here or I'll blow your head off"? Farmers are normal. Abba Ibn comes from South Africa and from Cambridge via South Africa. He doesn't know what land is. Doesn't appreciate what land is. Who gives up land? Who gives up land? And especially if you're the winner. They started 4 wars with us. They lost 4 wars. And now they say, okay, let's have peace, give us land. In my book, winners win and losers lose. I have always been an advocate for years. Land for peace. I'll take the land and we'll give them all the peace in the world. But it's not going to be the other way around. We were banned last year by the Knesset in a moving manifestation of democracy. I waited patiently to hear one Jewish liberal from Boston say that it isn't right. I wait and wait and wait. They also serve who only stand and wait. I never heard any Jewish liberals say that. Had they banned one of the Arab parties, oh boy, Leonard Fein and Axel, all of them, and Michael Lerner and Woody Allen. I tell you, Woody Allen. The protests. Democracy is being destroyed in the Jewish state. We were banned, and not one Jewish liberal got up and said, the issue is not Kahane, the issue is, if you ban him, then tomorrow you ban that, and so on. And where does it end? You don't ban parties. You let parties run and you let people vote, or not vote for them. It's their choice. We were not banned because I'm a racist. That's absurd. I'm a racist? If any Arab wants to become Jewish, he will be as Jewish as Meir Kahane. That's racism? I was banned for one reason only. They were terrified that I was going to get a lot of seats. And more than that, the last poll right before the election showed the Kach movement with the highest percentage of young voters between the ages of 18 and 25. That terrified them because that is the future of Israel. And the Likud led the battle to have us banned. For years, their power came from Sephardic Jews. And for the first time, Sephardic Jews were going and voting Kach in huge measures. Most of my backing came from Sephardic Jews because they are normal, untouched by college professors. Normal. They lived with Arabs. They didn't learn about Arabs at Axelrod's seminar. They lived with Arabs. They fled Arabs. 800,000 Jews fled Arab countries. And they know what Arabs are. And they never again want to even think of living under Arabs. That's why my backing came from them. So we were banned. And the question now is, well, no. Mahala. What now? What's next? We continue. First of all, we are going to work on 2 levels. One, at the proper time, right when the election is announced, we will create a new movement called the Koach movement. Different corporate group, corporate entity, different name, one plank in the platform. That's its platform. We want a referendum. Let the people decide to throw the Arabs out or not. We take no stand on it. That will be the party. But in the meantime, I really do want a referendum. I'm afraid. I'm terrified. I see what's happening. I'm afraid that we don't have time. I'm afraid that time is running out.